Diane, and welcome to GLP-1 Chronicles. If you're new here, welcome, and if you've watched any of my previous videos, thanks for coming back. Well, it's Amazon Prime Days, and I've made a few purchases this week, and thought it would be interesting to put together a list of things that I've purchased not only this week, but during my time on a GLP-1 medication. Some of these items have been particularly useful for me during my journey, and I thought I'd share them with you in case you were interested or were looking for some new ideas of things to add to your repertoire. Some of the things I'm going to mention are not on sale during Prime Days, but I thought they would be important to include anyway. Some of these items I don't use anymore, but they were particularly helpful to me during my journey of losing 115 pounds. You will notice that there's a lot of beverage related items on this list, particularly in the beginning of my journey. I was drinking a lot of my calories because that was basically all I could stomach. So don't be surprised to see a lot of fluids on this list. Okay, we're gonna start with things that are on sale during these Prime Days. I'm filming this on Thursday morning around 8 a.m. Prices may change. What I'll do is I'll put up screenshots of the items that I'm talking about with the prices as of this Thursday morning around 8 a.m. So the prices may change. They may no longer be on sale by the time you see this. So just that, I'm going to put that forward as a caveat. Okay, the first thing on my list are Premier Protein shakes. I use these shakes in the beginning of my journey. Basically that would be my breakfast in the morning. I'm not a big breakfast person. I can't tolerate eating first thing in the morning. And so when I first started on Mounjaro, I found these protein shakes, and they would give me the 20 grams of protein, or about 200 calories, and I pretty much drank those every morning for breakfast, and that was my entire breakfast. I don't really use those shakes much anymore. I haven't had one in quite a while. However, during Prime Days, I did see that they have a newer version of, or a different version called Indulgence, and I went ahead and ordered a 12-pack of the, I think it's chocolate strawberry. I haven't gotten them yet, so I haven't tried them, but I thought that they might be interesting to mix in every once in a while for breakfast, or if I just need that little protein boost, if I'm short on my protein one day. I'll let you know after I get them. I think they're coming tomorrow. I don't think they're coming today. I think they're coming tomorrow. And I'll let you know what I think of them. When you're on a GLP-1 medication, it's very important to maintain your hydration. And I cannot drink just plain water. I just can't. So one of the things I drank, especially early in the beginning of my journey, was hint water, and that's actually on sale for Prime Days. My favorite flavor is coconut, and this will become a theme throughout the rest of this video. You will notice I like hint water because it's not overly flavored. It just gives that little touch of flavor that you need, and the coconut really is my favorite. I've tried several of them, and some of them are a lot stronger. The coconut is actually very, very mild, and it's definitely my favorite. It's a little harder to find. My supermarket Stop and Shop does carry it, the individual bottles. They don't carry the case. I've only found the case on Amazon. Speaking of coconut, I do like having flavored water, and I currently like using the Jordan Skinny syrups, particularly the coconut flavor. I use that almost every day. Just a little, I don't use a lot, probably less than a serving, and I use it in a big jug of water, and it just gives it that little hint of sweetness, a little hint of flavor, and it makes it easier for me to drink water. The coconut version is on sale, and I picked up another bottle of that because I'm about halfway through the bottle I currently have. I also picked up the raspberry flavor. I have not tried that yet. That is also on sale. And I was thinking about using it in green tea. I was thinking about brewing up some green tea and just using a splash of that to give it a little extra flavor. So I haven't tried the raspberry yet, but I'm looking forward to receiving that, and I'm going to try that with the green tea. I'll let you know how that is. Now, I don't drink coffee at all, and there are some mornings where I need that little boost of caffeine. Sometimes I drink chai tea or green tea, but sometimes I need a little bit more. And what I like to drink, I don't drink it every day, and I try to drink it sparingly, are the Celsius energy drinks, particularly the orange. That's my favorite flavor, and that is actually on sale this week for a really good price. I'm actually thinking about ordering a 12-pack of it because it's the best price I've seen anywhere. My supermarket has them for like $2.50 per bottle, and I can get them at Aldi for about just under $2, but the price on Prime Day is actually the best price I've seen. Okay, adjacent to the drinks that I have on my list, you need to put those in something. And I purchased about 2 years ago a Hydrocell water bottle. It's stainless steel. It's actually, I use it every day. I fill it up with water, ice, lots of ice, and then just a hint of flavoring. And I take that to work and I drink that at work. It's still in great shape. I like it because it comes with the screw top with the handle, so I can just grab it and go. That's probably been one of my better purchases, and I'm actually thinking about getting another one. I use one at work and I have a different one at home, and the one I have at home I've broken kind of. It's still usable, but I'm thinking about ordering a new Hydrocell one, so I highly recommend those. Okay, moving out of the fluids or the water and the drink portion of the Prime sale. Something else that I used very often in the beginning of my journey, I don't really use them that much anymore, are the pure protein bars. They actually taste pretty good. There's good, the macros are pretty good on them. Again, I used that a lot early on in my journey because I couldn't eat much, and it was an easy way to get in, 18 to 20 grams of protein in a small amount of food. So I don't really use those anymore. I prefer barbells and a couple of other different bars. But if I'm in a pinch and I need something, I would grab those now. Okay, my favorite seasoning that I found is Weber's garlic and herb seasoning. I use this on everything. Chicken, eggs, salad, whatever. I buy the really big bottle. It lasts a long time. You don't need a lot, and it's just very flavorful, and it really enhances anything that you put it on. I don't take a lot of supplements, but one supplement I do take is vitamin D, and the specific one that I use is currently on sale during Prime Days. I'll link it above. And I take one every day, and it has helped keep my vitamin D levels in a good place. And yeah, it's just easy. And they come in a bottle. I buy it like once a year, and because I think it comes with like 360 pills, so I only need to buy it once a year, which is great. And it's actually a really good price right now. Okay, the last thing on my list for Prime Days that are actually on sale is a body wash. And I actually found out about it from Allie at Fit Flavor Fun. She was talking about, and I know I've been dealing with this a lot because of the weight loss. I do have saggy skin, and particularly under my breasts and under my lower pooch, and sometimes it gets inflamed and raw. And I found this Summer's Eve body wash really helps. Wash those areas, make sure you dry those areas very well, and it seems to keep that at bay. I have a bigger problem with this in the summertime, and I found that this body wash really helps. I think it has boric acid in it. I don't really have the flare-ups that I used to be constantly. It was just constantly like raw and uncomfortable and hurt, and this body wash really seems to help with that. So I use it almost every day, particularly on really hot days where I know I'm just gonna sweat a lot, and it really has helped me. Okay, and I thought I would include a few items that are not on sale during Prime Days, but they have been very helpful to me, and I thought that I would include them anyway in case you're interested. The first thing are Atkins Strong Protein Shakes. I get the vanilla, and what I like to do with this is in the morning sometimes I will make myself a chai latte. I'll brew up some chai tea, and I will use this Atkins protein shake in place of milk. It has some nice flavor to it. The macros are really good. I believe it's 20 grams of protein, and I can just have a chai latte with 20 grams of protein. And I do find that the Atkins shakes are a little bit cheaper than some of the other ones on the market. Like the Premier Protein, the Atkins ones are actually cheaper. And when I make my chai latte, I do use some Jordan Skinny syrup. They have a chai flavoring syrup, and I add a little bit of that. The chai flavoring, the chai syrup is actually really good, and it gives it a nice little burst of flavor. So that's something else that I do purchase pretty regularly. Something else I like to use are electrolytes and electrolyte powder, and my favorite is Element, particularly the orange salt. I also like the raspberry. They're not on sale, of course, and they are pretty pricey. I tend to use that only when I'm doing long bike rides and I need the extra hydration and I need the electrolytes while I'm riding because I'm sweating a lot and I'm expending a lot of energy. So that's basically the only time I use the Element, but it is something I do recommend. Okay, if you're on a GLP-1 medication, I think we've all dealt with at some point constipation. And I had more issues with this when I was on Ozempic. I was on Ozempic for a 4-month period between being on Mounjaro. I was on Mounjaro for about 5 months, and my doctor wanted to increase my dose. My insurance wasn't covering Mounjaro at the time. They made me switch to Ozempic, and I had really severe constipation on Ozempic. So one of the things that I used during that time to help move things along were psyllium husk caps, fiber pills basically, and it did help. You do have to take a lot of them, but I mean I was still pretty uncomfortable. I generally don't have constipation now that I've been on the medication for so long. Protein shakes are a great way to get in your protein and sneak in some veggies and some fruit and some other fibrous things. What I like to use is I have a Ninja mini blender. It's small. I wish it was a little bit bigger, but if you're looking for something just really quick, they're really powerful. I really like Ninja products. I used to have, before I got the Ninja mini blender, I had a blend jet, blender, and I didn't really like that one as much. I prefer the Ninja. I am thinking about actually buying a bigger Ninja, like a NutriBullet version, you know, but I haven't pulled the trigger yet. I think that's something I may do in the not too distant future. I didn't see it on sale during Prime Days, so I didn't buy it. But the mini blender works great. And you know, one thing I do actually use it for is when I do some baking, and the recipe calls for oat flour. I don't buy oat flour, I just buy oats, and I use the Ninja mini blender to grind up the actual oats into a flour. It's a lot cheaper, and the Ninja works really well on grinding that up. So just as something else that you can use it for besides just making like protein shakes. In an effort to do my part to help the environment, I purchased some of these LEO stainless steel straws that I use in my hydrocell. I really like these straws. They're very easy to clean. It actually, the one I purchased comes with the actual brush that you can use to clean the straws themselves. They're great. They're reusable, they're durable, and they're great. So they're not that expensive, and like I said, they're easy to clean, they're reusable, you're helping the environment. Win-win-win. Okay, the last thing on the list is not something I've actually tried yet. However, it is on sale during Prime Days. I've seen it everywhere. Everybody seems to be raving about it. And I actually did purchase some from the company itself. I haven't gotten them yet. It's Clean Simple Eats protein powders. I have purchased a couple of sample packs. I think I ordered one of their nut butter packs and some of their hydration. I haven't gotten them yet, so I can't speak to how good they are. I'm trying them out. I'm going to be trying them out. But I did notice that they are part of the Prime sale. So I just wanted to mention that in case you're interested. Yeah, I'm interested to see if they are as good as the hype. But I will let you know. I ordered quite a bunch of stuff, a lot of the individual packets, just so I can try some of the different flavors and see if there's something I actually like, and if so, then I'll go ahead and I'll just order that. Hopefully getting that soon. I ordered it 4 or 5 days ago, so we'll see what happens. It's funny that I mentioned at the end of my list of things from Amazon Prime Day that I had ordered something from Clean Simple Eats. I finished recording that and I got a notification that I had a package out front, and come to find out, my Clean Simple Eats orders showed up. So let's take a look and see what I got. Cats will like have that. Okay, I got the nut butter variety pack. I thought that might be something good to have while I'm riding the bike if I just need a little bit of energy. Let's see if we can. 90 calories, 4 carbs. It's not a lot of carbs. A little bit of protein. Oh. Just something I thought I'd try. Okay. Then I did get some of their hydrate, and oh look, it's got coconut in it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like the lime with it, but thought I'd give it a shot. Let's see. There's your macros. Or so. Okay. What else did I get in here? Got a different hydrate. Strawberry watermelon. Let's see if I can show you the supplement facts. I'll be interested to try this. Possibly on the bike. We'll find out. Okay. And then I got 2 different sample packs of protein powders. The first one, oh look, there's coconut. Told you, it was a theme. I don't think I'm gonna like the mint chocolate chip cookie. I don't like mint that much, but I think I'll like everything else in this pack. Let's see if I can scroll into the, give you a good look at the supplements. 20 grams of protein, 120 calories. Okay, so that's the first one. And I also got a different variety pack that doesn't say what it is on the back. So, okay, let's see what we got in here. Strawberry cheesecake. Ooh, that sounds good. Sorry, it's all, the bag is kind of like crumpled a bit. Okay, so that's one. Let's see what the next one is. Next one is caramel toffee. Ooh, that sounds good. And there's your supplement facts. Okay. Next is coconut cream. And sorry that the supplement facts aren't. My lighting in here is not great. Okay. Next is cookies and cream. That sounds good. Oh, this one is definitely probably going to be one of my favorites. I love anything with chocolate and peanut butter. Oops. Sorry about my fumbling here. It's not easy holding the camera in one hand and okay. Simply vanilla. Cake batter. Oops. That was all mangled pretty bad. Let's see. If you're gonna be able to see that. Mint chocolate cookie. Not sure I'm gonna like that one. We'll see. Brownie batter. Ooh, that sounds good. last one in here is Snickerdoodle. Okay, so that's my list. Did you buy anything from Amazon for Prime Days related to GLP-1 medications? If so, link them down below because I'm always looking for new interesting things to try. I will link all of these items in the description box. I am not an Amazon affiliate, so I will not receive any commission if you decide to purchase any of these things. Just to put that out there. These are just things that I've used and that I like. So if you found this video interesting or informative or entertaining, I'd appreciate it if you give me the thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Take care.
Give a little bit of loving, just a little bit the real.